Good evening, everyone. Tonight, you're going to witness a series of events in which one gamer decides that he would rather walk into the desert than sit in traffic for longer than 5 minutes. You'll see the harrowing tale of how one single gamer experiences dehydration on a whole new level. Tonight, EarthBound. What is it that we do on EarthBound streams, you may ask? Well, I will tell you. We play EarthBound. What did you expect? I'm going to say that Friendly Neighbors from EarthBound is objectively the best chatting music. Trav has resubscribed for 1 month at tier 1 for 35 months. We are certainly bound for Earth, that's what. More like bound to Earth, if you really, really think about it. So, I need to give a heads up. Erin is just making some food, and she needs me to help take it out of the oven in, like, 10 minutes. So, that'll be, something that'll happen real fast. But at the same time, like, it'll take a minute. So I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned in the slightest. And I have the greatest snack mix on the planet right next to me, right? The greatest snack food mix on the planet. It is so good. It is pub pretzels you buy at Aldi and like overbaked Cheez-Its. You mix them together, you spin them around and all that stuff. What is this little source here? What is that? Oh, that's... What? Get out of here. Why is that... Okay. It's really good. It's like you mix it around, you toss it a little bit. I'm looking for the third thing to put into it, you know? I'm looking for something, but I don't know what. It's gotta be savory, but not the same kind of, like, rich like you get from the Cheez-Its, and not the, like, salty that you get from the pretzels. It pairs really well with grapes. Like, really, really well with grapes. Our beds are really old and dusty. I would say honey barbecue twists that Fritos makes. That does sound like it is it. That does sound like it's it. Man, I need to go. Do I need to go? To the bathroom. Welcome to the end of the world's longest traffic jam. I was gonna go see my girlfriend in Forsyth. I feel sorry for the guys behind me. I'm so bent. I'm leaving my car here and walking instead. Dude, you're gonna get arrested. I heard all the little ways ahead. A herd of buffaloes crossing the road and I can't move an inch. Get a little bit sweet and savory, it slaps. I agree, that's why I like grapes with this. Because, like, grapes are, like, the right kind. It's like matching a purple with, like, this golden flavor. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh. Oh, man. This shit goes so hard. Colorama is great and kind. Okay. Grapes just also taste good. Yes, true. That is true. I'm partial to, like, big, fat, juicy ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate grapes that are these shrivelly old little testicles of a fruit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like them when they're, like, mushy. Big, fat, juicy ones, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna bother him. Okay. Well, this is a dead end. That's okay. No, straight up, though, like... Even, like, grape juice or grape wine, and this becomes, like, fucking... poor man's, rich man's food, you know what I'm saying? It's a charcuterie board. Smiling Spear? That's me! Let's, I apologize for the chewing on mic. I will, refrain from doing so, because I've realized that is, not ideal. Pizza is ready, BB. Okay. Understood. I will have to spy on the Smiling Sphere. You know what I'm saying? What? Tell me more. Oh, shit! Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. This will take a minute and a half. Hold on. Oh, where's my BRB overlay? There it is. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, chat, it is official. I am officially my fiance's hero. How about that? That is the shit. By the way, did you know Aaron and I are happily engaged? If you are returning after a little bit, haven't been to stream much, this is the first EarthBound stream I'm gonna share it at. Aaron and I are engaged. Woohoo! It's very exciting. Maybe you could tell, but you know, in like some of those early streams of EarthBound, I was just talking about how much I liked her. It was because like the next day I was going to go pick out engagement rings. So that was fun. And went and did it. I commissioned a guy, local guy. Guess I fire, freeze, and hypnosis. Okay. And so I was thinking about it because it was like, holy shit. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fucking do this, you know? Like that's what's going through my brain as I'm sitting in the parking lot, just like biding my time to go into this like jewelry store and just be like, hi, I emailed you, I want to commission you. It's not as easy when like, oh no. It's not as easy when you like only have to DM people on Twitter. This is like a grown-ass adult who has a store, who makes their living off of like doing this kind of thing, you know, like it's different, you know. Everyone, like I can commission people. I've done it on the internet. I've reached out and cold DM'd someone and said, hey, can I like commission you to make some art for me, please? And half the time, like sometimes I even get Twitter bots who are like, you should commission me. And then I'm like, well, okay. And they give them $5 billion. And so, but it was really different. Maybe it's just because it's like, uh-oh. Wouldn't you know it, you have to actually talk to people in real life and say, I have no idea how much this will cost me right now because I don't keep track of the costs of diamonds, but at the same time, like, I have an idea and I'm just gonna smile and nod. You know what I mean? Like, and that was what I was thinking as I was going in. Like, I had a plan. I knew kind of like generally a plan of action, but it's just like okay, I'm sitting in my car, biding my time, twiddling my thumbs, and just like trying to make sense of the world and, you know, this is the precipice, right? Like after this, once you ask someone to help you make a ring for an engagement ring, you know, that's kinda it, you know, like, again, not that that is a bad thing, but it was very much like, here I am on the verge of the next step of life. And then I took that step, and I went in, and I talked to the guy, and I think he saw right through me. I think he's been doing it for so long, he, like, gave me this look, and he's like, so, have you talked about this with her? And I said, yes, which was, I don't want to say a lie, but it was definitely like I know that we are on the same page about this. And here she is now! I'm talking about you. She brought me pizza. Can you believe that, chat? She's epic. And so, you know, like, we were on the same page. We knew that this was, like, going to happen, basically. And we'd, like, talking about it in all but, like, certain terms, basically. And then he asks me, you know, like, have you talked with her about a design? And I was like, well... And in my head, I'm thinking, I have not, oh no. And... I say, yes! Why, of course I have. Not in that tone, but I say, why, yes, I have. And I have some ideas, but I'm happy to work with you to make sure that your work is not too difficult, you know, like the nice Midwesterner American that I am. Like, oh, I don't want to inconvenience you. I'm eating a pizza, by the way. Okay, everything's weak to PSI freeze. That's cool. And fire. So I'll just use, like, fire for a row and beta one enemy. Yeah, that works. Okay. And so, I say, well, I have some ideas, and I know Erin's got, like... I'm gonna say, well, she's Irish, or she has Irish heritage, and I also know that, I know that she has, some pretty strong ties to Ireland, and in general, like, that's good. And I also said something to the effect of, she is... I don't want to say she's modest, but she's very, like... She likes it when there's something that she knows about that other people might not initially be able to see, but they still want to see a nice ring, you know, like a nice piece of jewelry. So I basically explained that, you know, and he's like, okay, so we're going to do it this way. And so he sketched out a little design, and then he started thinking about the cost, and he says, do you have a budget? And I say, I do. And it's like, and then I just briefly let that, like, he says, okay, so first things first, it's gonna be this much for the setting. Wait, I didn't read this hard enough. He wants hungry. He's food. Yeah, he says, okay, this much for the construction. And then, do you want to do 1 carat, 2 carat, 3 carat? And I'm like, how much are they gonna cost? Because I have money set aside, but I do not want to spend too much on this, because Erin, I think, would kill me if I spent a ton of money on it. Like, more than, like, you know, I'm not spending $10,000 on a ring. You know what I'm saying? Not an engagement ring. But give the NPC your pizza. You could if you wanted. He's gotta come through the screen, though. And, yeah, so he told me the cost, and it was right at the upper limit. What the hell is this? What the hell? Okay. Anyway, oh, that might be something over there. Nope, okay, never mind. So yeah, he gave me the price, and I was like, okay. Yep, I can afford this. And I could, but it was like, I can afford this, kind of, you know, like, that's a lot, but I can afford this. You know what I mean? I was never in any financial risk. Not in any risk whatsoever, you know what I mean? And, I went, and I said, yes, I can afford this. And he said, okay, so we'll split it up into a deposit first, and then we'll do this. And, I paid the first half of the deposit, and then I paid the second half of the deposit, like 3 weeks later when I picked up the ring itself. And, it was definitely, I can afford this versus I can afford this. And then, you know, I realized he did also say that, you know, when I make this, I need to know the size of her finger. Do you know it? And I was like, yes. And I thought I did, but turns out I didn't. And he said, well, $1,000? Holy shit, that could have helped cover the cost of this thing. Basically, he said, and I have a very specific way that I do this, so, it would be very helpful for me, if you came in, and, like, well, he didn't say like, you know, drugs. Oh, yeah, okay, so we just made a loop. Cool. He said it would be very helpful if you two came in so I could get a good fit on her finger, and immediately all of my plans go out the window, you know, like I'm like, ah, shit. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I'll get this figured out. It'll be all good. It'll be a nice surprise-abus to some effect. Because I'd already done, like, all the steps by that point. Like, I talked to her dad, I talked to my dad. You know, like, I talked to both family member sides and said this was my plan. And they were on board with it, which is great. And, yeah. But I've done all that. I've done, like, everything you needed to do, right? In order to, like, feel like you checked off the boxes of, like, this is what seems like the right thing to do, you know what I'm saying? I talked to everyone's dad, exactly. Exactly. Oh. And so, I came home with the sketch, and the next day was our 3 years anniversary of dating. She came over to my apartment on September 9th, 2020, and helped me put together the desk at which I sit. And I have been, you know, we had a very sort of casual relationship beforehand, but it was, you know, we were talking every day, doing what, you know, when you like someone a little more than just, like, a casual friendship, you know? And she came over on a Wednesday night to make this desk, and at that point I said, hey, you know, maybe, do you want to be more than what we are? Like, you want to date? You want to go out? And she was like, to be honest, I was gonna ask you afterward. And so then, 3 years to the date later, we had dinner plans, and Erin had gotten me gifts. She got me 2 books, and it was very nice and sweet of her. And I had commissioned 2 art pieces, and one was digital art, and the other wasn't done. And I was like, ah, shit, guess you're doing gifts. Alright, here we go. And the first one, Erin got me like 2 Oppenheimer books, and it was really nice. And I was like, okay, so the first one you might know, I commissioned Sadi for a thing of our Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire playthroughs, and it's a little thing of our trainers and our team. And then I said, and then I have a second one, but I need your help with it. Let me go and get it. And she said, oh, she was like, okay. And so I went and I grabbed the design of the sketch. And I came over and I said, okay, you can open your eyes. And I was holding up the picture of the sketch of the ring. And I said, I commissioned another piece of art, but I need your help with it to make it perfect. Will you help me? And then, yeah, she said yes, and we sort of kept it to ourselves for a while, only because, you know, when you get engaged, people often expect a ring. But it was us. We were on our balcony, and wouldn't you know, Winnie was there, and she got really distracted by a hummingbird. Neither of us have ever seen a hummingbird near our desk, or our balcony. And that was the first time, immediately after I asked, and she said yes. And so, you know, that just felt like, I'm not one to really believe in signs, you know, but that felt like a really good omen. So then we, you know, we just sort of reveled in the moment for as long as we wanted, because it was just us, and we didn't have to talk with anyone until we wanted to. Why is a taxi hitting me? Mad taxi. You have fucking killed the story, my friend. eat lead. And then we called our parents and explained the happy news, and now here we are. We slowly but surely told friends and family. And then when we finally got the ring all squared away, we posted on social media. But that was why there was a weekend where suddenly like, oh, shit, nope, fuck. I was like, hey, last moment, sorry, we gotta go do a thing. We were traveling to my grandparents' farm to tell them the news, basically. So that is, the story. That is the catch-up. And then I did the whole proposal thing once we got the ring itself, and we took a few photos. And that, folks, is how you do it. Wouldn't you know? We're gonna shoot a lady in a city. Oh boy. I do want to see what she's weak to. Not loose then, okay. Okay. So, like, I think it's really funny. We went back to Erin's place because the first time we saw her parents was last week. The last time we saw her parents was last weekend because we were there to celebrate a 50th wedding anniversary for Erin's uncle. And Erin's dad gave me a book titled How to Be a Groom. You know? We got the goods, G. What are you looking for? Okay. My boy jerk, you can't do me like that. He gave me a book titled How to Be a Groom. And I read through the first couple pages, right? Because, you know, like, maybe it's got some things. I don't know. Hey, boo boo. But I opened it up, and the first second was like, so you're thinking of getting married, and it's like the engagement rings and whatnot, and it's like everything, like, have you done this? Have you done that? And as I was reading it, every single fucking thing, I had never read this book, I just sort of like, I did what felt right, you know what I'm saying? I managed to think of literally every single thing listed in this book. Like, that's not meant to be a flex, that is like oh, have you talked with the parents? Have you talked with your parents? Are you okay with this? You know? It's definitely a very amusing thing. Oh no, the real estate agent has control of the police? Ah, no. That's not good. So, I just wanted to flex a little bit. There's a tight wad born every minute. That's good. Anyway, so that's what's been on my mind. That's kind of fun, you know? Fun news. Fun news. Everyone needs a little good news every once in a while. And here's another weird thing. Not as weird, but kind of almost as weird. The first girl I dated in high school, goes from talking about his fiancée to his first girlfriend, by the way. Look at me go. First girl I dated in high school had a baby, like... had a baby, like, a week ago. That, to me, is especially strange. You know, like, it's not enough weird that... Yeah, okay. Look, it's not weird that, like, I'm getting older. It's that the people I know are also getting older, and I don't see it beyond brief snapshots. You know what I mean? She had a baby. Oh my god. Not you, I'm talking about the dinosaur bones. You should sell dinosaur t-shirts. Photo time! Alright, chat, you know what to do. Pictures taken instantaneously. Okay, it's a memory. Look at the camera, it's a fuzzy pickle stack. Wow, what a great photograph. It'll always bring back the fondest of memories. It's weird that that guy had food in his mouth. Hello. I'm Mr. Spoon, the famous academic researcher. Hair huge, you want more? Scarabus. There are lots of unreported dinosaurs that ate some of the natives there. Take a photo of a dinosaur. Okay. That's one mission. Works for me. Anyway, but yeah. So, we traveled a bunch. We traveled to see family, and now I got fucking conferences to go to starting in November. And so I'm trying to figure out, like, how to do anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta make my poster look good. It's like, homie, I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. You expect me to do science for other people? I barely do science for myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do science. But, Jesus, I can't do science that good. I'm sure I can do science fine. It's just a matter of, like, I don't know how to integrate, excuse me, the bits about the ASIC and developments that I need to go from there. It's not worth your time, though, and I'm not going to talk about it on stream because that's not a really appropriate thing to talk about on stream. Especially because I found out that my research is now, starting at the next year of the contract, it's going to be export controlled, which means that I cannot talk about any of my results until I get approved from DTRA, the Defense Threat Reduction Agency. Nana boo boo, eh? The real Kanye, how are you? Welcome. Who shot a man in cold blood? So yeah, if I want to talk about results of my research, I literally have to get them approved by the government. Because, on stream at least. Like, just given that anyone from anywhere in the world could be watching stream, I literally cannot tell you about my results of my research. I can tell you, like, generally what I'm doing, but I think I'm not even gonna chance it half the time. I'll talk about my research in general, but, like, I can't talk about, oh yeah, this is how I did it, and I did this and that and the other thing until it gets approved. Back alley of the department store, okay. No more waveforms. Yeah, maybe not. Unfortunately. I mean, like, that would be fun, but alas, I don't think so. Oh, this is not good. Last night there was a solitaire tournament. I lost my shirt. I'll invite you next time. Even know what solitaire is? Hello, babyface. What brings you to the Monotoli building? Dad, I need to give you some money. I can still remind you about them. You can. Holy shit. I just took the biggest bite of pizza, dude. Master Pokey's used? What the fuck? What the dang heck, man? Take a pot shot at you with a machine gun. That doesn't sound good. You won't get away from me, kid. Get away from me, kid. Ooh la la! This place is my this is my poor old friend. What's your name? Pig's butt. No, Ness. Did you come here to beg me for some money? I'm now Geldegard's Monotoli's partner, and I give him political and economic advice. Get out of here now, loser! Oh, Twiz to Silver. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I don't want to take anyone to get a pot shot at you or anything. Yeah. Twisted Silver, that's it. I can't read. You must never show your face around Master Pokey. You got that? No, Nargarwai. Nargarwai. Arrivederci. Little silly little bot coming into my chat. How dare they? How dare they? Why, I know better than that. Aloysius Minch. This guy stinks. Yeah, though, how are you? I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm excited. My mouth's a little dry because I ate just a bunch of cold pizza. Oh, yeah. Drink water, everyone. This game is an absolute favorite of mine. Yeah, it's my first time. I have never played it. I am pretty much blind to it. Not for operation by the general public. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I can't say I played it. Man, the times I look away is when the bots come in. You know what, Snake? It's because you weren't on duty. It's your own dang fault, Snake. What is that, a cat? What's that drawing? You see it? You see that, chat? What is that? No problem here. Of course there's a problem here. It's like a sideways cat. Alright, whatever. Talk with you again. Yeah, oh yeah, can I tell you where, I can tell you, what's the last thing you did in game? I made it to Fourside. For the first time. After being in Threed. And being in the desert. And now I'm here. Excuse me. You must not show your face around Master Pokey. Okay. Well, then I'll just go down, and it'll be fine. Yeah, I did actually do some, more investigation into, the 3 tent glitch, because it was really interesting, and I spent, like, a half hour last stream just, like, mashing the investigate button to see what would happen, because it's, like, the perfect little game to play. It's like, oh, for literally the cost of time, you can see funny letters on your screen. And to me, that's like a great use of my time. So of course, like, you know, I of course wanted to do that. But I looked into it more, and like, it turns out that you're able to access memory because of the fact that you can, so the entire world of EarthBound apparently is laid out on a single map, right? And the Threed tent is right at the edge of that map. And as I understand it, that one point in the Threed tent is just beyond the loading zone for the Threed tent, meaning that you can somehow access an out-of-bounds value and thus alter the, like, RAM. Like, you can alter the system memory, which is really, really neat. Yeah, you could randomly bean at the end of the game, perhaps. Yeah, that's what I saw. Like, I obviously, like, didn't look at the end of the game, even, I kind of know what happens in the end of the game, but that's just because, like, it's the internet in the year 2023. The end of EarthBound has been spoiled. Oh, the taxi. Excuse me. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I think it's really, really cool. I don't feel bad about looking it up either, because, like, all the things I did see, like, places are completely contextless, so I have, like, no idea where any of these things are, or, like, why you would be there in the first place. So, I don't feel too bad. And gone through Redacted and fought with Redacted, yeah, we'll keep the illusion of the bit going. Exactly, like, I wonder who the final boss of this game could be. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's Tracy, my sister? Could very well be the case. Alright, I think this is such a big place. Like, I know that there's something I haven't seen. Have I? Yeah, I went to the Dinosaur Museum. How long is the stream still going? How long has BRB been up? You better... No. You're... Oh, you tricked me, you silly goose. I thought the stream ended. No, I had to quick grab food. Did it, like, crash on you once? Did stream just crash randomly? Yes, though, Tracy's final boss confirmed, yeah. Smashed in some of the spoiling of the areas. I mean, yeah, exactly. Let's be real. You can't really exist in video game internet without at least one person telling you about, like, the theory about the movie theater. You know what I mean? What that means, if you don't know, then, well, maybe you can exist on the internet without knowing it, but, you know, when you watch videos as a kid, like, top 10 most disturbing video game bosses, you know, like, that kind of gives away some final bosses in some video games. It's especially strange for me, because I do voice acting, right? And, oh, we got a picture time! I have about 15 hours to get an equation sheet ready for this midterm. Snake! Focus on your midterm. If I'm background noise, you don't need to chat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you're gonna get memories right. Look at the fuzzy pickles, Snake! Like, 15 raw hours and- oh, okay, fair. You won't be able to, like, learn anything in 15 hours. But yeah, so, I kinda lost my train of thought there. Yeah, so, like, it's really strange as a VA, when you get into sort of VA Twitter and, like, you know, people are trying to break into their own spaces and do their oown things, but one of the, like, top 10 video game YouTuber kind of people I watched, was Peanut3423, and then they rebranded into the Autarch of Flame, and now, like, we're just in projects together, and, like, I'm just in a couple Discord servers that he's in, and it's like, wait, when did this happen? I watched you growing up. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but it happened to me, and... you know, there's that, and then the fact that, like, you know, in the Zelda universe dubs that I'm in, like, you know, it's just got, like, Masaya Nella and Lucajin, and these are people that I watched growing up, and now we're just on projects together, doing our things, and, like, trying to just do something that entertains us, you know what I mean? That's also very strange, but in a cool way. Like, I really like it. Because, like, I get to collaborate with people I watched growing up. That's pretty cool. Let's go to the hospital. Hello. And, yeah, like, you know, it's one thing to meet people that you watched growing up. It's another thing to, like, work with them, you know, and get, like, even if we're just mutuals in a project, you know what I mean? Like, just in a gig. I find it very fascinating. Chatting because I'm brain dead and going home. That's fair. Do you have grandchildren? No. Yes, you seem a little young for that. Oh, at your age, the youth of today shock me, my lands. I love that, that's good. So yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've met these YouTubers before, right? Like, I went to PAX Prime in 2012, and I happened to get, like, my card picked for the Runaway Guys' Throne controllers. Like, the second one ever. Back in 2012. I was card number 87. And I later got that card signed by everyone, and I used it as a bookmark in high school, and then I left it in a book one day, and then I lost it. Isn't that sad? Alright. So, let's see. Looks like there's another place I can go into, at least. Maybe. I mean, there's nothing wrong with walking around Forsyth. It's a big town. That's right, it's this building. Planning meeting for EarthBound 2. Only those who related to this project are like apes. That's good. Bold of them to assume this game would get a second game. Cafe, okay. Ah, yes, the cafe, of course. Where Japanese businessmen drink all day, the barista wears an eye patch, and there's just a bunch of moonshine behind the counter. What does Mr. Gildegard Monotoli come here often? Hello, time to get up. It could never happen. Well, actually, that's not true. I have no information, or I have to help you out. View 1, how many are left? Ah, it's not that funny. Okay, here's another. Is made to order. Haha. I was in the middle of a caffeine buzz. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? It really surprised me. Oh yeah? You had a caffeine buzz? I used to be Monotoli's employer, then I realized the schemes made my company go bankrupt. I'll find his secrets. Kids shouldn't be drinking espresso. Mr. Monotoli's here. You got that wrong, kid. This is such a fucking strange place. I kind of dig the vibes, honestly. They're very, like... Seems it's just for decoration. That's the Star-Spangled Banner. Alright, cool. Glad to know this cafe exists. I feel like there's more to it, but, I don't know. So yeah, I was one of the first people to get called up for Runaway Guys, and like, since then, it's been kind of cool, but I also, you know, I don't watch their stuff that much anymore, but like, you know, they were very formative to me growing up, and now here we are,